Hi, my name is Ashley Kuhnley, and I am the IEEE Eta Kappa Nu Lambda Beta Chapter President at CSUN. And I am going to continue with my PSPICE simulation. So now that I have it open through my CSUN software, I'm going to go ahead and open a recent project, which is this Summer 340L. I have my schematic here already, and I have one of my OpAmps circuits. I'm going to rebuild this circuit. So there's a few things that I wanted to show to make sure that students know how to do a few of the simpler things. So I'm going to go ahead and start by importing my libraries. Let's see if this will let me do that. So you can go ahead and hit the plus button for add library here. And I would select the folder. Don't open the folder, just select the folder and go all the way down to the bottom and shift click. Go ahead and open all of those. And then the op amp that I am looking for is going to be the LM741. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this and then place part. So I'll put this here. And then one of the things I get the most questions for is how to handle this V minus and this V plus. So there are two ways that you can do this. They both work just fine, but one is a little sloppier than the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and go to, for my sources, I like to go through place and PSPICE component. So I'm going to go to my DC voltage. So I'm going to set this to 15 VDC. So most commonly, students will place their batteries like so. So copy, paste, and they'll do this one this way. So this gives you the 15 volts negative here, and this gives you the 15 volts positive here. You would need to also make sure that you have a ground, which you can copy and paste from the original ground that was given. So you could do it like this if you really wanted to. This looks a little messy, even if you decide that you want to drag some of this stuff to the side. But there is a way that you can do this, and it looks much cleaner, especially when you have circuits with 4 or more op amps cascaded. You don't want a bunch of wires everywhere and these batteries here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this battery and this ground here. I'm going to take this and I will delete this wire. And we'll do the same down here. Pull this out, delete this wire. Let me delete this wire as well. So I'm going to do my, let's leave this here actually. So we'll have that there. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this so it's upright. And I'll put this down here. So what you can actually do is you can go ahead and if you wanted both of these upright also, you could just do this one as negative 15 volts, that's fine. So go ahead and go back to the place a ground button. You will then scroll down to your VCC options. You have a few of them. You can do an arrow, you can do a bar or a circle. I like the circle, so I'm going to go ahead and select OK. I'm going to put one here and I'm going to put one here. Now the name that you give these is really important because it links them all together. So right now I'm saying I have this 15 plus and this 15 minus together here. So it's making a connection. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do, let's do 15 V plus, and I'm going to do 15 V minus, and I'm going to just copy these two pieces here. So copy, paste. Copy paste works the same in PSPICE, just Control C and Control V. So I'm going to go ahead and take this piece and I'm going to drop it on my V plus. Oops, let's go back, move the whole thing. So here, this one I'm going to need to flip. so I don't have a bunch of weird stuff going on. Drop it right there. So now these two are connected and these two are connected. As far as the rest of the circuit goes, it totally depends on what kind of amplifier you're looking to make. But when you're working with the output on the op amp, you really don't need to have an end connection. You can just have the wire out and you can drop a probe in there. So what I have up here is for my inverting amplifier. So I have my 15 minus 15 plus. Notice that this is 15 plus 15 minus, and down here I made them 15V plus and 15V minus. If you have multiple op amps, you do not need to name them different things and keep dropping these batteries. You can just have these two, and you again just copy these two pieces and paste them to each one of your different batteries. So I could rename these to just 15 plus 15 minus. And delete these. And we have the same thing done and taken care of. So I believe that's all I'm going to cover here in this video. So if you have any questions about how to get this set up, or if you're trying to do it through some other option, you shouldn't really be anything different. It's just whatever icon you look for. Most people use the VCC bar. Looks like, what is this one? I think that's just another circle. So you have this wave. So there's a few options in here, but they do the same thing as long as the names are appropriate and they're connected to the appropriate places that they need to be. So happy simulating. Thanks.